U.S. markets returned from a long holiday weekend. We got a mixed batch of economic data releases as well as geopolitical concerns as well as political concerns overseas. So joining me now to weigh in on the action is Peter Cardillo of First Standard Financial. Peter, welcome back and thanks for joining me.
Back.
Well, first and foremost, let's take a look at what we have coming up this week. Now, given that it is a holiday-shortened week, we have a slew of economic data at the end of the week, and I think all eyes are going to be on the jobs report. So what do you expect?
Absolutely, no question about that. We're looking at 101,000 new jobs created last month. Probably a slight uptick in weekly payroll, and participation rates still pretty much stuck at a non-existing level as far as the report is concerned.
And Peter, all eyes are on that economic data point as well as some of the manufacturing figures that will be coming out on Thursday. And today's data did come in mixed, but the bigger picture issue is whether or not the Fed will hike as many times as expected. And on the other side of the Atlantic, we saw ECB comments out from Mario Draghi weigh on the euro currency. Now, there are concerns about Greece as well as what will happen with Italy's election. So what's the situation there?
Yeah, well, these concerns are ongoing, especially when it comes to Greece. And of course, you know, the new concern now for Italy is whether or not is about the elections, the upcoming elections. And so that's putting a little bit of pressure in the Italian banking system again. But again, you know, they're consistent. They're nothing new. As far as the stimulus is concerned in the EU, obviously, Draghi has stated that he's going to continue. And I think one of the reasons for that is just the political risk. Now, you know, the political risk here in the States continues to be a problem. And I think one of the reasons why we're seeing the market a little bit on the soft side, besides just some normal profit taking, is due to these political concerns. This political uncertainties regarding the White House is beginning to creep in the marketplace.
And Peter, last but not least, before we wrap it up, there is that saying, sell in May and go away. Now, we do have 2 more sessions to go and a new month will be kicking off. But given everything that's happened and what you mentioned in terms of the political situation, what's your motto for June?
Well, look, I think, you know, June is probably going to be a touchy month. I'm not expecting a major decline. But I think if the political situation expands, we're going to see uncertainty creep in, and if that happens, we can expect some sort of a pullback. You know, I don't think it'll be anything of a meaningful decline, but certainly, you know, more of what we're seeing today. Basically, nothing happening.
Okay, Peter. Well, thank you so much for joining me at the beginning of a holiday shortened week, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you.